Oh, can you see it on the cameras? Full moon.
Is it full?
I think tonight is full moon because also my estrogen, I take the most amount of estrogen of the whole month on the night of the full moon. And then I start howling. And Al gets happy.
We don't have the cameras turned to Suzanne yet
No,
because
not
she
yet.
wanted you to see the moon.
The moon is so beautiful. Can you see the moon?
We're starting a little. Yeah, we started.
Yeah,
we're on a little early
I
just
see
so
it.
that you can see.
I see it poking
She
up.
knows we're on.
You know, stuff I know. Not like I changed my personality for my constituency out here.
No, but you mentioned something about 30 seconds ago that I thought might be inappropriate.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I have no idea either. I was talking about
howling at the moon.
Howling.
No, before that.
Oh, look at now.
Can you see this coming up, guys? Wow.
Wow. Full moon over the desert. Look at that.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Oh, I can't wait when you come around to me, and don't rush, to explain what the full moon means to us women in terms of our physiology and in terms of our hormones. It's so interesting. Nature is so incredible. Everybody's trying to outthink nature, and you can't. This is what I fight with Ray Kurzweil about. He goes, well, we're kind of outthinking nature. I go, no, you're not. Because he has AI, artificial intelligence. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful.
It's pink.
It's not pink.
It's orange. It's pink orange.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you arguing with me?
I'm not arguing with you, but
you know that
there are nights when we have the full moon that's the blood moon that is so pink.
Yeah.
And this is not the pink.
No.
But it's a melon moon.
Oh, it's so beautiful. So do you know why the full moon is important to, well, all of us?
And to me especially.
Do you know that we women cycle to the lunar cycle, to the moon? And so in paleo times, when there was no light, there was no electricity, and women on the 12th day of the month, all of us, make the most estrogen we're ever going to make of the whole month. Now, think about this in terms of nature. The 12th day, we make the most estrogen we're going to make, meaning that's the day we're the horniest, and we can make love, if we're in paleo times, to the light of the moon. And then the next day, the estrogen drops to almost nothing, and that's when the anti-carcinogenic progesterone comes pouring through. And it's all ready because the receptor sites are open because of the estrogen the night before. I mean, I find that so fascinating.
And then in one day, it goes from horniest to...
No, but actually you're wrong, because the next day when it drops, there's been such a surge of estrogen. It lasts, in case you haven't noticed, for like a week, where we are, and that's nature again.
I've noticed.
Perpetuation of the species, biologically speaking, which is without emotion. We are only here to perpetuate the species.
And we've been trying to perpetuate the speaking.
You're so good at it. You're so good at it.
50 years.
Right.
Okay. We failed.
So,
50 years.
So the brain
failure.
recognizes a hormonally balanced woman and man as valuable. Except, how about us who are no longer making any hormones and we're supplementing hormones? We're kind of faking out the brain to think that we are reproductive, because the whole reason we're all here is just to reproduce and keep on going, and then when we reach a point where we're no longer reproductive, have you noticed? That's when we all start getting our cancers, when we can no longer make another person. That's the brain's way and the body's way of going, I got to get rid of this person. But what we're all together for is that we can outthink that. Well, it's not outthinking nature, it's just kind of tricking nature into believing you still are reproductive. And I don't think of that as a negative thing. I think of it as a hormonally balanced person is a healthy person. A sexually aware person is a healthy person. Because what's the last thing that you feel like doing when you don't feel well, or when you're sluggish, or you're overweight, or your stomach is bloated, or whatever. That's you don't feel like sex. But when you get everything back together and in the right ratios and in line, and I talk about this a lot in my new book, A New Way to Age, which will be out in January, which I'm so excited. I had a woman. I sent a woman a galley of my book. A galley. Oh, my foot's going to sleep here. A galley is the uncorrected proof that the publisher sends out to all the
Media.
The media, yeah. And everyone in media knows when you get a galley, it's going to have typos and mistakes and things. The information is correct, but the grammar and everything's not quite worked out. So I had this girl who sent me she wrote me and she said, I'm having so much trouble with this and this and this and this. And I said, you know.
Is that the one with no libido?
Yeah, no libido, and she was going to fly up to Jonathan Wright. And I said, before you go to Jonathan Wright up in Seattle, she's going to fly, she's got that kind of money. Before you go up there, read the 3 different chapters with Jonathan Wright in this book, so that when you go in there, you're not going to kindergarten and making the doctor start from scratch. And that's the important thing that I try to teach you all in my books is, what I do is prime you. I like just give you the, I hate to call it this way, but I take all this stuff that doctors teach me and I dumb it down for me, so that when I get to the point where I go, oh, I so get that, then I know we all get it. And so I said, read this before you go up to Dr. Wright, because then you can start, at college level rather than kindergarten. So she's in her private plane, and her husband takes a picture of her sitting there reading the book, and I realized that she was really into it, which, when you write a book, you always want that first reaction, and this is the first great reaction, so I was glad about that. This book kind of wrote itself.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
So I know we have so many
I?
people jumping in wanting to know what this deal is, because they're getting a peek of something, but we have to, we definitely want to start with.
I want you to notice my shirt. Camp Casey, Korea. Camp Casey is right next to the demilitarized zone in North Korea. And I wrote if you look at my Facebook today, I wrote a whole piece on that. And then a soldier had sent me a letter, and he said, I just want you to know that when you came to South Korea, they're right on the demilitarized zone, and you entertained us, that you were the only one during that era that came over and entertained us the whole time we were there. And he was really affected by it. So read my Facebook today. It's a really nice letter that he wrote.
And Instagram, on Instagram too.
And it's on Instagram.
And Twitter.
And I have to tell you, and then I got a lot of reaction from soldiers today who said that I took a picture with them at Camp Casey in North Korea. And I had been given this jacket that's behind me that I will show you in a minute, and I was given this shirt when I was at Camp Casey, and this is like one of my treasures. I only bring it out every once in a while because it was really an incredible experience. All those young American men and women, but there weren't so many women that was early 80s, right?
Yeah.
There weren't so many women. It was mainly men at that time. And here's what I observed. The best food is when you're with the Air Force. So when you're entertaining the soldiers, and you go to the Army base, and you go to the Marine base and everything, end up at the Air Force base, because that's where they get filet mignon. Best food. It's
golf
incredible.
Courses,
right?
Swimming pools.
Right. Yeah. But think about what they have to do. I mean, they are fighting Air Force.
Well, I found the whole experience of, the general loaned us his helicopter.
Yeah.
To fly to the demilitarized zone. And had no doors on the helicopter, just gun mounts.
Yeah.
And we're sitting in the back wearing headphones and a little microphone. And in front of us were the 2 pilots. And the sun was coming in on one of the pilots' side of his face. And I noticed he had peach fuzz. He hadn't started shaving yet.
He was pretty young.
Okay.
Wow.
And then I'm the one who said, "What's that red light?"
Oh, the red light.
And what did he say?
Okay, he said, it was a big red bulb on the dashboard of the helicopter. He said, well, that's to tell us when a land-to-air missile has locked into the helicopter. I said, really?
So is
He
that
said,
red light on us because of that? He goes, yeah.
Yeah,
But we're flying low. Don't
yeah,
worry,
he
Miss
said, we're flying
Summers.
at 200 feet, so if the red light
Wow.
goes on, we just stuck behind the hill. And
Right.
I'm thinking, how did we get into this?
Yeah, right,
Okay.
right.
Wow.
So we get up to the DMZ, and they said to us, do not look at the guards in North Korea because they're like right there.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're holding AKs. Do not look at them. Don't wave to them. Don't take any pictures.
Anything can be misconstrued as an act of
Don't
aggression.
acknowledge them,
Right.
nothing. And I'm not going to tell you what they did the day before we got there to an American soldier,
No, you shouldn't.
but it was brutal, and we felt really bad about it.
Well, I
Okay?
felt really great that we were there, though.
I did too.
It was not wartime in the years that I was entertaining for the USO, but nonetheless, our
It's a
men
state
and
of-
women,
It is a state of war up there.
and especially North and South Korea. I mean, when we're driving up to the demilitarized zone, which we recently saw President Trump meet Little Rocket Man. What's his name, the North Korean guy?
Little Rocket Man.
Yeah, Little Rocket Man. I remember driving up, and we were in a caravan of soldiers, and there would be American soldiers, their heads popping out of bushes with all the
Yeah.
camouflage paint and everything. It's serious business, and the most interesting thing, which when Trump went there, he didn't mention this, but I thought this was so interesting. When you drive into to Panmunjom, the demilitarized zone, there's a total delineation between the north and the south. When you come around, wow, the north looks very prosperous, very. There's big buildings with white cement columns and stairs and all the workers out in front and
In the gardens.
in the gardens, and over on the American side, it's just kind of cheap Quonset huts and base, really base. You saw it in the picture with Trump and North Korean leader
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-il.
Little
So
Rocket
sorry,
Man.
so sorry.
Little Rocket Man.
So now when you come around and all of a sudden you go, oh, that whole thing on North Korea is a facade. It's like a movie flat. When you come around, you see it's not a white building with pillars. It's just painted like a white building with pillars. And the stairs there it's all fake. So that for photo ops, it'll look like we're the prosperous ones and this side is not. Very interesting to me. And then we sat inside that Quonset hut. On the left side was the North Korean side, and on the right side was the American side. All very interesting. But the most interesting was the men and women that we interacted with. And if you look today on my Facebook, I posted Bye Bye Baby, because in that song we interjected footage from Panmunjom in North Korea where the soldiers are going, "Hi Mom," and you know, they're just lonely people who miss their mom and their sisters and brothers. So anyway, it is an honor that I got to do this. I am very pro-military and police. You know, I'm Irish. My family, we're all Irish cops and firemen, and uniforms do something to me.
And wardens.
And wardens,
And
yes.
fire chiefs.
Fire chiefs and police chiefs. And it's sort of an Irish thing, you know, but anyway.
Thank God for the Irish.
This is from I bring this out once a year for this day. This is from my Suzanne Summers and 50,000 GI special, which I love. So thank you to all the veterans. Thank you for your service. Thank you very much.
And to your families.
And to your families.
Yeah,
for
the
sure.
families
sure.
are great.
The families go to war with their loved ones, and America's the greatest idea there ever was, and we live free, and it's such an incredible thing that we've all grown up with that we take for granted until you know somebody who hasn't grown up free. I remember that Iranian hairdresser you set me up with. And this cute guy, he's like 27 years old, and I'm asking him, how'd you get to Los Angeles? And his story is horrific. He was grabbed off the streets of Iran, put into a terrible prison, tortured. His family had a little bit of money. They finally paid off whoever they paid off, and he ran to Qatar and got out and got himself to America. His story is one of privilege and very good luck, but it's something we don't have to think about here. that we are we are governed by laws, and for the most part, we follow them. So anyway, God bless America. Thank you to all the veterans. It's been my privilege to be able to entertain you over those years and do those specials for ABC that we did that were so successful.
And also, I think we should acknowledge the Canadian military, because most of the time, Canadian military always joined the American military.
They did, and always
and the
have.
Australians.
Yes.
And the
Yeah.
Brits.
Yeah. And my Canadian husband is taking care of his
Yeah.
brethren. Yeah.
And by
You know,
the-
it's true. Really.
Yeah.
I was watching this morning there's this Tunnels to Towers, and I give money to Tunnels to Towers. I don't know if you've seen those commercials or not, but Tunnels to Towers, it's $11 a month, and they build houses for the family, and they also build houses for soldiers who are so severely injured that they can never live in a regular house again. So there's a lot of people doing really great things. But when I see this, my heart soars for the sacrifice that they've all made. So God bless America. Happy Veterans Day. Okay, now, today is our 4-piece holiday survival kit. Right.
4 and 6.
4 and 6.
We're transitioning.
4 and 6,
we're
yes.
transitioning to holiday.
Okay, but here's our new nail polish color, Halo.
Oh my
And
gosh, we've been waiting.
We're going to have to show you Al's toes,
Okay.
because we had Al
This is the one we've been waiting for,
have a
guys.
pedicure.
This is like a beautiful rose gold. It
gave
really
one
does
for the
look like a
team.
halo.
Okay, always one for
You're
the team.
liking it now. He's like, I said, you ready for your pedicure today? He goes, yeah.
Those
And when
my-
I first met him, he never let me touch his feet.
Okay.
Okay, let's see those beautiful toes.
Okay.
Okay. Can you see?
Oh, yes. Oh, it's beautiful.
And look
We've
at
been
my
trying to
nail.
get this color since the very first
I
day
know.
we started nail
And you know,
polish.
for me, I have really short nails right now because I've been doing so much cooking and moving and everything. And it's like a neutral. It's beautiful.
It's
But
beautiful.
holiday.
It's a little bit more, it's different than Falling Star, which is sort of a matte gold. This is a rose gold that has a
Careful
little
with
more
your toes.
intensity. It's so
Careful.
beautiful.
He's such a bad boy. He's got his toes here. And he's trying to
Yeah.
take advantage of my boobs with your toes.
Well, why not?
Well, why?
Okay, you're my wife. I'm allowed to do anything. And you're allowed to do anything.
I married the baddest of the bad boys. Oh my God, he's so bad. But he's my bad boy. Anyway, look at these beautiful toes. Let me tell you something about Al. He likes having toe polish now.
I think this might be your prettiest one, Alma.
Yeah, this is the prettiest one.
Yeah.
And he has beautiful feet. As Daisy, our granddaughter, always says, you have young feet, which I interpret as beautiful feet because they're tan. And my sister always says, rich guys always have tan feet, except you're not a rich
No,
guy.
I'm not.
Yeah. But you know, we're not going to miss a meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, look at his beautiful toes.
Yep, I'm going to show you the color.
It's gorgeous.
Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it.
Yeah, you had it on last week
I'm
in
obsessed.
Vegas with all the silver stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. It was nice. Okay, I'm going to put your feet away now for a
Okay.
little while. But you've seen his feet, so we'll bring them out again in a little while. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's the halo.
You definitely need halo for
Yeah.
your
For the
holiday.
holidays?
Yeah, holiday
Yeah.
survival.
And this is my holiday drink, by the way.
What are you drinking now?
Well, I'm drinking, this is tequila, but it's brown. And one of my dearest friends, Vanda King, who lives in Toronto. And I spent
Great singer.
4 or 5 years with her doing a comedy show called Nightcap, which was the predecessor to Saturday Night Live. And we did all kinds of crazy things on that show.
You had so much fun.
There was no oversight, so we did it all, whatever we could think of. And she sent me an
Stay
email.
close.
What?
Stay close.
Okay.
So we're on the shop.
She sent me,
And I talked to them though. Don't do that.
God, I love smelling freshly washed hair.
He's so.
Okay.
Could he be badder? Could he
She
be badder?
sent
He's so
me
bad.
a picture of this tequila. I'm not going to mention the name of it because,
Why?
why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Who
The
cares?
tequila
We
is
don't own
called-
tequila.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Addictivo.
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 And guess who else loves Addictivo?
Ooh.
Bruce, Caroline's
Oh,
husband.
yeah.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
And
We're not selling this, but this is Addictivo.
That's Addictivo.
No.
No,
If I
it-
ever get my own private label tequila, we won't be talking about anybody else's.
You know
Right
what?
now, we don't have one.
She told me it was over $300 in Canada,
Yeah.
and here I think I paid $80. So
Wow.
how come it's over 300
Why?
in Canada?
Don't go. You're going to go into politics. Don't.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, because we still have 3 more pieces of the holiday survival
Yeah.
kit to get
Oh.
to.
You were.
Yeah, just in case you wanted to tangent. I don't know,
You're
just
No.
a little
I
commerce,
I know
a few
you.
stories,
You know what?
a
I
know
know
little
you better
commerce.
than you know you.
I just wondered.
I know what's coming next with you. He doesn't.
I just
Yeah.
wondered out loud how come it was over $300
Right,
in
because they have higher
Canada.
taxes there.
See, you said it. I didn't.
And
say
the
it.
Canadian dollar is not strong right now.
No.
Actually, it's gotten a little stronger in the last couple of weeks. It was at 68 cents. I think it's 75 maybe now.
I don't know.
Okay, so you're going to pay an extra,
Yeah.
25% on 80.
So Carolina and I were talking about the Radiance Oil Moisturizer that, it's hard. We've got the Bioactive Moisturizer with the CoQ10, which I love. And then we've got the Radiance Oil. And I, on my own, started doing what she's doing. I use the Bioactive after I do the liquid oxygen at night before I go to bed, and then I layer on a few other things. And then this, during the day, the Radiance Oil Moisturizer, we both like because it's great under your makeup. Like really great. Makes your skin all dewy and glowy. And
Yeah, if you like that dewy look
Nice.
under your makeup rather than a matte look,
Who doesn't?
especially it's almost like a primer. It's almost like a built-in primer.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this is the reason Suzanne did this Radiance Oil Moisturizer. It's like a serum and moisturizer in one. And it is great under makeup. So you could use this day or night, either one.
Have you all noticed there's no music tonight because you were saying you had trouble hearing and Roger has to bring the microphones here. Roger's not here today. I'm sorry for all of you who have a crush on him.
Okay, we just got a little more.
But we that's why we don't have music tonight. And I kind of miss my music, but that's it. All right, recovery mask. This is,
I love that.
you do love this.
Yeah.
When we take our Epsom salt bath at night, we scrub our face before we get into the tub and then we put this on. It's a pretty picture. But we take our bath in the almost dark and maybe the fire going a little
By the way, I'd like to know from some of the women watching whether they are coloring their husband's toes with our nail polish.
Halo. Has that
Halo.
started a thing?
The thing is that we're selling the only nail polish that doesn't have any toxins in it.
It doesn't have the top 10
top
toxins
10.
in
The
it.
top
The top
10
10.
toxins.
Yes.
Which is a big deal. The top 10 toxins, there's been a lot of reporting on manicurists unable to conceive and to carry, et cetera, et cetera. So you don't want to be, it's all about toxins. You want to eliminate as many as you can. So this
Manicurists
recovery,
who can't conceive?
yeah, cool chemicals. I mean, I don't want to make any medical things. It's just I've read a lot of those reports. So,
Maybe they don't have the right guy.
and maybe that,
Yeah.
maybe that.
Okay, just checking.
Not everyone is you.
Okay, so we're back to stress-free holiday kit.
Yeah.
There's a way to stress-free your face.
Okay, so this is Glacier Silt, liquid oxygen,
I love liquid oxygen.
lentil
That's my
extract,
favorite
apple
product.
extract, and
I could bathe in
there's
liquid
one other
oxygen.
extract in there. I can't remember. Anyway, it's loaded with this great stuff, but the Glacier Silt is the main thing in there, and it sucks. It just sucks impurities out of your skin. So if you like to take an Epsom salt bath like we do, the best Epsom salt is 20 minutes. If you can stay there, set a timer so that you just don't get bored.
No, fall
Sometimes you-
asleep. I love falling asleep.
Well, you
in
always
the
fall
bathtub,
asleep.
Yeah.
You snore in the bathtub. Did you know that?
Thanks,
Yeah,
Christine.
You snore in bed.
Okay, well, I don't in the bathtub.
And that's not all you do. Okay? As long as you're bringing up our personal habits. Okay? I have a couple I can talk
He's
to
wrong.
about. Yeah.
I never.
Yeah, she does.
So anyway, we put it on our face.
We know people who don't do that.
And then we get out of the bathtub and both of us put a warm, clean cloth on our face and take off all the recovery mask. And then I put on the liquid oxygen, I put on the CoQ10, put on Ageless Serum. I put a little pot of gold eye cream under my eyes and the neck thing, and I think that's it. Sometimes I just put coconut oil all over my face, but in the morning you look great. Your skin looks great. You look younger. You actually look younger.
I use the coconut oil in my hair every night.
You do?
The coconut moisture serum. Yes.
Coconut moisture serum, and you smell good.
Thank you. So do you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the way you smell.
So, Suzanne's bringing you.
That's not all. You get this nail file. I know it's no big deal, but when you're looking for a nail file in your house, wouldn't it be nice to have a brand new one? And then when you get stuff from us, you get an extra nail file. You'll like it. That's because you're getting your halo. Halo.
Halo.
Halo.
So, if you want to jump in on the 4-piece survival kit,
There you go.
these are just ways to keep yourself de-stressed during the holidays. Do something nice for yourself. Get yourself a beautiful new nail polish. 10 toxin free. That's Halo. The Radiance Oil Moisturizer is just going to give you a beautiful, it's like having a primer under your makeup. It's like a serum and a moisturizer in one. It's so beautiful. The Recovery Mask, great for stressed aging skin, helps remove environmental toxins, sucks all the impurities out of your skin.
Yeah,
Beautiful
it's like
product.
a vacuum cleaner for your skin.
Yes, and it's also just a
Hoover.
stress reliever.
What's that commercial Barry wrote? Hoover really sucks.
So if you want to jump in on this today, the retail value is $129.96, but it's only $69.99 today.
Okay, show them the moon. Look at the moon. Ladies
What's
and
happening
gentlemen.
now?
Look at that. Wow. Wow, isn't that beautiful? It looks small on the camera. It's so huge.
So pretty.
Here.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
beautiful.
It looks like this. It's huge. Okay, so
But we also have
That's not all.
a bigger kit
that's not all.
in case you really get stressed.
You know, this. My sister, I always talk about my sister. My sister, a good Catholic girl, had her children. For a long time, she had children 1, 2, and 3, and then they were 2, 3. Stay
And
closer.
then 4.
Stay closer to me. Yes, she eventually had 4. I would be talking to my sister Maureen, who I adore. She wants you closer. So it's a better
If you
shot.
want to be in the shot, you got to be a little closer.
right.
Miss Summers doesn't like it when I back up on our light.
Okay.
And I'll have you know,
Stand right behind me.
everyone's commenting how blue your eyes look tonight. So that's because we're
thank you.
shooting at night.
Who, him?
No, you,
Oh, me?
Suzanne. Yeah,
All right, yeah, I got light.
because
you
you're
say-
shooting at night.
Me?
I said him.
You mean my blue eyes?
Oh, well, I didn't know if you had them off for a while. Anyway, Calm Renew is lemon balm and L-theanine, 2 natural things that work together that calm you down, keep you focused. When my sister had the, 3 and then 4 little boys, it's hard. Those of you who had a lot of children, when they're all like crazy, she could have used this because I'd be talking to her on the phone and she's going, yes, well, Bill is this and Billy's that. Would you like to stop it? Stop, stop, stop. And then she'd come back and I would always do that. And if this had existed, lemon balm and L-theanine.
That sounds like
It just
the
takes
first
the edge off.
10 years
Takes the
we were
edge off.
living together.
Right. Yeah, I was bad when we first lived together. Well, I was not healed yet.
Suzanne used to throw stuff at
I
me
did.
every day.
I did.
Every day
I
she'd
did.
throw stuff at me. It never hit me, okay, but things would whiz by and smash against the wall. And
Because you made me mad.
I got to do something about this, okay?
So what'd you do?
I can't have this woman throwing stuff at me every day because one
Not
day,
every day.
well, almost every
It
day.
wasn't every day.
Okay, whatever, every week. I can't have this because one day she's going to hit me with it, okay? So I picked up this very expensive ancient Chinese vase that she treasured, that she bought when she was a teenager in, what do you call it? Layaway.
Yeah.
Okay, layaway.
Remember layaway girls?
If you're under 50, you don't know what layaway
No.
is, okay?
No, it's
I
called
picked it
credit
up,
card. Right.
And I threw it at her, didn't want to hit her with it.
No.
It hit the wall, smashed into 1,000
I was
pieces.
like,
And that was the last time
Yeah,
she threw
that's
anything
true.
at me. Okay?
But those of you who read my books, I had a traumatic childhood, and we dealt with the trauma with loud noises, crashes, terrible things happening. I'm so not
P.S.
in that place anymore. I love the calmness and the serenity of my life.
And P.S. He's kind of throwing you under the bus because he was a dick.
And you were a dick. And you
What?
Were, a dick. Yeah.
A dick?
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
really controlling and mean.
Yeah.
And she was trying to. So yeah, she did throw things, but it's kind of like poking a tiger. You know, it's like the tiger's gonna.
True.
The tiger's gonna strike.
See, I've had enough therapy to see the part that I
Hold it.
played in every drama of my life.
Hold it.
She has not.
I have my daughter-in-law and my wife calling me a dick.
Why? It's just saying it's not like a totally. It's not like she came out of nowhere whirling dervish and just threw shit at you for no
No.
reason,
No,
right?
no. But we resolved everything, didn't we?
We did.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. Both came with our own baggage, and we worked it out. God, did we work it out? But it was,
You really did. It's impressive.
it was
It's
a hard
impressive
one
that you worked
workout.
it out.
Yeah.
So I'm a dick, am I?
No,
Yeah, but
I
I
didn't
was
say not
crazy.
now.
No, not now. What did
Yeah.
I was crazy.
I do? Yeah, I know you were crazy.
Yeah, I was. I was a wounded person,
I know.
and I'm not anymore.
Oh, Kim
I'm
is
so
taking
healthy.
Calm Renew before she goes to the dentist. That's wise.
Oh.
Take the edge off. This is how you
And
take
you
the edge
know-
off during the holidays,
You
guys.
know when you have an MRI, or you like me, when you have to have an MRI, I get such anxiety because I have claustrophobia, and lying there with this thing, and this would be good before an MRI. Calm Renew.
Yeah.
be good for
Wow.
Take the
Wow.
edge off.
Yeah, take the edge off.
When I-
And then, yeah, go on.
Whenever I get my teeth clean, I used to go to a guy that was like 45 minutes away from where we lived, so I'd have to drive there.
You
I would
de-stress.
meditate in the car on the way
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
So by the
that's
time I
smart.
got there, I was like really calm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And then they gave me gas.
Then
Okay.
you have a lot of your own
What's
gas.
that called?
The nitrous. The nitric oxide.
No one ever needs to give you gas.
No, you better be careful, because I know secrets. I have secrets.
No, you do.
I have secrets. Okay. So he would give me this, what was it, nitric oxide? Is
Yeah,
that what it is?
that's what she said.
Nitric oxide,
Yeah.
okay. And then one day, this went on for years, and then one day we're with our friend Marco Montanari, who lives in
Oh, I
Tuscany.
picked up.
She picked him up
I
one
picked
day.
him up.
Marco Montanari, who owns a winery in Tuscany, and he used to be a dentist in
Hey, Marco.
in where was Switzerland, and he said it's illegal to give people gas in Switzerland. I said, why? He said because it destroys brain cells.
yeah.
That was the last
wow.
time I
Yeah.
had gas having my teeth cleaned.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say you are not a dick anymore. So,
Thank you.
He's not.
no, you're not.
And I'm not a wounded mess anymore.
Yeah, and I'm not as neurotic as I used to be. So look at us. We've
Yeah.
all evolved.
Life is about evolution, and life is also about recognizing within yourself what's holding you back, and really tell yourself the truth about yourself. That's a really hard thing to do. Tell yourself the truth about yourself. And when you look at the truth about yourself, the part that you like, that's easy. The parts that you don't like, then you are mature enough to take the next step, which is to fix it. And that's what I did. I fixed it.
And you guys had a lot of obstacles that you worked through. I mean, it's really,
We worked through a lot.
By the
but you
way-
worked on it. You didn't just like,
Yeah.
it didn't
No,
go away on its own.
It doesn't go away. If you don't discuss it, it doesn't go away.
By the way,
What?
I just noticed you're wearing ripped jeans.
I know, we're
Oh,
poor.
that they cost a lot of money. Huh?
They did.
Every
But
rip in
what
a
you're not
jeans.
seeing is I have my studded shoes,
Wow.
which match this, but you're not going to really see it. And I have my
You're so cute.
studded belt with my Camp Casey Korea
Wow.
t-shirt. This is like one of my prized possessions, and here's another of my prized
You
possessions.
should put that on.
It's too hot, but you can see when I was on the USS Ranger here, this was such an
Wow.
honor.
That
The
really
flight
is an
crew
honor.
And the general gave me this jacket. Look at all the.
By the
Amazing.
way, one of the little
Look at
secrets on the USS Ranger, which I loved, there was a group
Tomcat.
called the Rangerettes.
Oh yeah, was a whole gay contingency
great.
on there, which is so great.
Yeah.
But look at all the markings on this. This meant so much to me. I was so glad when our house burned down that this jacket was in this house.
Yeah, so special.
This is really, really, really special to me.
You know, the only thing that survived when our house burned down, we got there the following morning, and it was still, the timbers were still smoking.
Yeah.
It was just a pile of timbers, that was it. And at the very top of the top timber was what?
A pair of Alan's purple underpants hanging like a flag.
It was so funny. That was like...
You must not have put them in your drawer. You must have pulled the drawer out and hung them on there.
Maybe.
And then the whole house burned except for that. And
I tell you, God gives us humor when we need it, because we had a laugh at that.
No, those were powerful
And then-
underwear. Yeah,
and then my ring.
that's right.
This wedding band right here. It's nothing. It's just a little gold band. But after being together for 10 years, Alan called his father in Toronto and he said, Dad, I'm going to marry Suzanne. And his dad said, well, you know, son, I was at the market today and I reached into the potato
It
bin.
wasn't at the market today.
All right, a couple of days ago.
No, it was over a week ago.
All right, a week ago.
No, it's important to say that. Otherwise, my father's going to be accused of stealing
This
that
is so
ring.
not important, but if it's important to you,
No,
okay.
it's very
All right,
important.
all right, a week ago. I was at the market a week ago, son. You're taking the romance out of the story,
No,
by the
not
way.
at all. It's the
And
reality.
he said, I reached in.
I can tell the rest of the story if you
I
like.
reached in, and when I pulled the potato out, there was a gold wedding band.
That was in Loblaws. Okay, that's a Canadian chain.
Loblaws.
Loblaws.
So-
I'm sure you say that 5 times fast.
Right.
Loblaws.
So his father reaches in. Now look, it fits me perfect, doesn't it? We didn't fix it. It fits me perfect. And then he said, if no one claims it, then you probably should,
In a week.
we get married to Suzanne with this ring. So when we got the ring, and I thought, wow, it fits me perfect. And then I looked inside, and inside is the star, and inside the star is an S. Now, cut to a couple decades, maybe 3 decades later, we're married and we're happy and we're living in our house in Malibu that burns down to the ground. And we go there the next morning, and wow, that's a traumatic thing. Many of you who've experienced this, and a lot of us have, gut punch. And you hire sifters if you live on the beach. I've never heard of sifters. Sifters come, they're wearing like white bee suits, and they have, like they're panning for gold, these sifting things. And so we're sifting through the sand to see what we could find. And we're over, I didn't even think about it, over where our bathroom once was. And I remember the day before when we left, I went, oh shoot, I was washing my wedding rings and I left them in the little dish on the sink. You know how we do? And and you do this, and I thought, I'll get it when I go home. So I wasn't even thinking about it. We're over in there, and he's sifting through and throwing things, and sifting through and throwing things, and goes to pick up something. I said, wait, what is that? It was this ring. We found this ring in the sand, in all the rubble of our burned down house.
So amazing.
This may be the most valuable thing in my life.
So we've decided to stay married.
Okay,
thanks,
I have
Al.
to jump in and go over these kits because
Yes.
a lot of people are asking some beautiful
Yes.
stories. I didn't want to interrupt. So we have 2 holiday survival kits today. So the holiday survival kits, this is just to help you have some things that are going to bring you some joy and maybe take away a little stress during the holidays. So for the 4-piece kit, we have our brand new holiday nail polish. It's called Halo.
Mm-hmm.
This is 10 toxin free. It is a beautiful neutral. It is a rose gold. It's gorgeous. We've been trying to get this color for the longest time, and we're so happy that you finally get it. We also have the Radiance Oil Moisturizer, which is like a serum and a moisturizer
Yes.
in one.
Pretty
It is
great.
beautiful. It's
Makes your
packed.
skin dewy.
It makes your skin dewy. It's packed with nutrients. It's got a slippery, beautiful feel to it, and it just moisturizes. And Suzanne's products are all organic and toxin-free.
And then the recovery mask.
And then we have the recovery mask,
do
which
the
has
recovery mask at least once a week.
Glacier
Leave it on
Sil.
for 20 minutes.
Yeah, Glacier Silt and the liquid oxygen. It really helps combat the environmental stresses that you get, all day long. It's like giving your face a nap. So that kit is normally $129.96 with the nail file, of course, and the sale price is $69.99. On the larger kit, we go to the 6 pieces. We add the Calm Renew and the Sleep Renew, which are 2 of our best-selling supplements. The Calm Renew just takes the edge off. It's got L-theanine, which is an amino acid from green tea, and lemon balm. So they're both relaxing, natural ingredients that Suzanne's put together in one supplement for you. And also Sleep Renew, which is 3 milligrams of melatonin, totally safe, helps you fall asleep faster and improves your quality of sleep.
When you're a kid, you make tons of melatonin. That's why when you put your child or your grandchild to bed and you say, I promise I'll scratch your back till you fall asleep, you know that's only going to take a couple of minutes because you put them in bed and you scratch their back and they're asleep because they're making tons of melatonin because they're growing. And melatonin is a major antioxidant. Why do you care about antioxidants? Because
Hold on one second, Suzanne, so I can get to you. I want to be on your face.
Okay.
The retail value of the big kit is nearly $200. The sale price today is $99.99. So you're getting 50% off on this. Both of these kits are available at SuzanneSummers.com. Tell us more about melatonin.
Because around 16, those of you who have teenagers or teenage grandchildren, do you notice you start going to sleep before they do around age 16 because they've stopped making their major production of melatonin because the body goes, I've given you that great growth spurt by putting you to sleep. Sleep is where we repair and grow. And so when we're young, we repair and grow every night. And then around 16, it goes, okay, we can like take a better pace now and slow down. And 16-year-olds, I remember when that happened to Bruce, he would just stay up till 2 in the morning. And I think, why are you still up?
Because we had so much homework.
Yeah, and homework.
So
and
much homework.
Things. And then now, as an adult, I realize the antioxidant value of melatonin. Not only does it put me to sleep, not only does it set you up for those first deep 3 hours that you go into sleep so you get into REM, antioxidants undo a lot of the damage that's happened during the day by toxic exposure from chemicals, from EMFs, from your cell phone, ERs, all those things. So melatonin puts you to sleep, but it also performs a major service to your body.
Well, that comes in your big kit today, which is the biggest value of the day. I also wanted to mention that we have gift bags available at SuzanneSummers.com now. So for your holidays, you can get these bags if you want to put those 4 pieces in there.
I will.
This is a great way to take, especially if you're buying these bundles, keep the ones that you like if there's something in there that maybe you don't want or you want to give as a gift.
Or you've been invited to a Christmas dinner party at your best girlfriend's house. And everybody brings a bottle of wine. But who brings this?
So cute.
She will love it.
That's so cute.
And this is like you walk in, and I'll tell you something.
And here's the bigger size.
As a hostess, I always appreciate anything anybody brings to me, but
not anything.
No, what is hard, if I can just wait till the next day, is flowers.
Cut flowers that need to be in a vase. That's hard.
Yes, is that yours thing too?
Yeah. When you're cooking dinner and then you have
dinner, and you go, oh, thanks. You got to deal with them right then because otherwise it seems like you're not appreciative, and you are. But it's not what you feel like doing right now as you're handling guests, anything. So here's your larger. And
look at those.
Smaller. How cute is
gift
that?
bag options. New at SuzanneSummers.com.
And you get that with whichever one you buy. Mm-hmm. Isn't that great?
Do you sell vase? You say vase?
It's more American to say vase, and in Canada you say vase.
Vase.
Vase. Yeah. Actually, vase sounds a little more elegant.
It's sexier.
It is. But my mother used to say, would you get the green vase over there?
Yeah, but if you're not British or Canadian, it can seem
affected.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why you'd feel it was affected.
Right. Hand me the vase,
I don't
darling.
know why. Okay.
When you're Ducky Mahoney's daughter, you don't have vases.
You don't have anything.
No. I'll tell you something.
Halo.
I have to tell you something.
Halo.
We're moving back from Malibu and unpacking a lot of stuff, and I came across this bin that when my mother died, my father was already gone. When my mother died, Maureen, my sister, Danny, my brother, and Michael was living back in Minnesota then, so he wasn't. So the three of us were going through all their things to decide what to get rid of. It was one of the loveliest days I've ever spent with my brother and sister, because it was poignant, and it was the end of something, but we were also going, I don't like this, and we were throwing crap out. And so what we noticed in my mother's closet were 4 boxes: Maureen, Danny, Suzanne, and Michael. And all her life she had kept a box with everything pertinent and important to each of us, or things that she thought that we would be interested in. So I was opening this the other night for the first time. I took the box home and I never opened it. And I opened it the other night, and the first thing I pulled out was dated, I don't remember the month, I have to go look at it again, 1945. A 5-page handwritten letter by my father to my mother. Dear Marion, I woke up this morning to the news of the unconditional surrender of Japan. The war is over.
Wow.
I can hardly say it right now. And then he went on, this is before my father was an alcoholic, so this is so poignant to me. He went on to say, I long to be home with the 3 of you. I wasn't born yet. And I saw who he was before alcohol. I only knew him after alcohol, but I saw all the loneliness and the longing of those men in World War II. Many of you have fathers, and in light of it being Veterans Day, thank your fathers and thank your grandfathers if they're not here anymore. It's incredible what they've done for us. But anyway, what a treasure, huh?
That is a treasure. You know, I saw Midway, the movie, last week.
Yes, you said that.
And one of the most amazing parts of it, the special effects when those planes are bombing the ships, and the gunfire is coming right at them. And we didn't have guided missiles then.
Right.
When you talk about that was the bravest generation ever, that you had to fly down into enemy fire and get close enough and then be able to pull up that plane. If you go see that film for nothing else, it is amazing. They did such a good job on it.
And my father always, when he was drinking, this would come out. He, men of that era didn't talk about anything. But when he was drinking, it would come out, and he would always say, I had the lousiest job in the service. He was a merchant marine. And I guess when the boat comes down to here, he was down in there, and his job was loading the bombs on. He said, I always knew if we got hit that we'd never get out.
Did they have bombs on merchant marine ships?
They must have, because he loaded bombs.
Well, maybe he wasn't on a merchant marine ship.
But he was a merchant marine, and he loaded the bombs. So I wasn't there. But that's what he talked about in
so
those
it's kind of,
rants.
What you discussed was very interesting.
Yeah.
Because your father went from being a loving, really wonderful husband and father.
Yeah, right.
With that letter.
Yeah.
To when he got home.
Yeah.
He turned into a dick.
Yeah, I think it was a coping mechanism.
I went from being a dick to be wonderful.
You are wonderful, and I'm feeling protective of my father right now.
I know you are. I'm just kidding.
I know you are.
Yeah.
What I admire about my father, he was a terrible alcoholic, and those in my family will agree, but what I admire is he quit. He went to AA, and he quit. And the last 20 years of his life he was sober, and he apologized to me. That takes a big man. So I forgive him for all of it. And it made me who I am. I'm tough, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, yeah.
I am tough.
You are tough.
That is true.
Tough. I'm tough.
I'm just going to flash these deals one more time, guys. The 4-piece holiday survival kit is the nail polish, the nail file, the Radiance Oil Moisturizer, and the recovery mask. It's $129.96, and it's on sale today for $69.99. You can get it at SuzanneSummers.com. If you want to get the bigger kit today, the 6-piece kit, you also get the Calm Renew and the Sleep Renew. And this is nearly $200 retail value, but it's only $99.99. Only good while supplies last limited time offer, and it's at SuzanneSummers.com. You have the option to order gift bags now for all of your holiday shopping. You can get the small bag or the large bag, so you can add those to your orders, any of your orders.
And can you show them before we leave the last look at the moon?
You bet.
Wow. going to be a hot time in the old town tonight.
This is Estrogen Day.
That's beautiful.
It's funny, I'm looking at the phone there and it looks so small, and to us it's huge. It's this huge presence. Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Well, we will be back on Thursday, guys. We have another show set up
We
for
will.
Thursday. I can't remember what it is,
And
but
I think
way,
Roger's
we're back
going to be here.
here.
We'll have music, right?
And by the way,
And
I
mics.
have to say something to my friend Mark Selby. I promised him that we were going to shoot a little video because he's doing a show on CBC Monday at 9 for authors. It's sponsored by
I don't know.
Scotiabank,
Okay.
okay, which is a big deal. We love authors, we love writers. Suzanne has written 27 books, 15 New York Times bestsellers. She
Well, 14.
loves-
You're hoping this is
Oh,
his
that's right.
positive
Well, the new one
on the
will be
new one. He
15.
goes, it's a good number 15.
She loves authors. I have
Yeah,
trouble writing
yeah.
a letter. I
No,
don't
you don't.
understand.
You're such a
She
good writer.
sits there in front of the screen till blood squirts out of her eyeballs. I can't do that. Okay. So, Mark, we're going to shoot what you want
We will.
on Thursday,
We will.
and I'll send it to you.
And by the way, you are an eloquent writer.
Thank you.
You just get bored.
I do.
It's not that you can't write, you just get bored.
I do get bored.
Yeah.
I have a
Right.
short attention span.
Right. But when you dictate, you can do better.
Yeah.
Because then you have a short attention span.
I do.
And you're not a dick.
Not
No,
anymore.
no, you're not. You know, he's so kind and so
Yeah.
good to me, and he takes such good care of me.
Yeah. Oh, you take good care of me.
I appreciate
it's
it.
true.
I appreciate
It's
it.
true. We love you, Al.
Yeah, we love
And happy
you.
Veterans Day, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Thank all your fathers, your sisters, your brothers, anybody in your life who has devoted their lives to service to keep us all free and safe, whether it be military or our police, first responders. What would
And
we do without them?
my father was in World War I.
And World War
1914 to
Holy
1918.
moly.
So, Dad,
Yeah, thank you for your service, Dad.
My dad's a veteran, too.
And your dad's a veteran,
Yep.
my brother's a veterin,
Beautiful.
my father's a veteran, Uncle Ralph.
Thank you to everyone out
Uncle
there
Ralph,
for
and
serving
then
our country.
Uncle Dave, Normandy.
Yeah.
Great. We're all really proud of all of you.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you on Thursday.
I hate saying goodbye so much. I've had such a good time today. You make me want to pay my taxes. I really wish I could bring y'all home with me, but my husband always gets ticked when I bring home sailors. You think he'd be used to it by now. That baby, remember you're my baby. When they give you the eye, although I know that you care, won't you ride and declare that though I'm loose, you are still on the square. I'll be gloomy, but send that rainbow to me, and where shadows will fly. Though I'll be gone for a while, I know that I'll be smiling with my baby by and by.
Hello, Mom.
Bye, baby. Remember you're my baby. When they give you the eye, though I'll be gone for a while, I know that I'll be smiling with my baby by and by. Oh, yeah. Where's my baby?